It's obviously a very harsh result to take, but you were potentially 2 points from making a grand final again here. Can you tell us how that felt in the match?
Yeah, I mean, just basically the whole Australian trip, I was playing quite well. Been playing well actually for a few months now, so it's obviously extremely disappointing. Yeah, nothing much I can say.
Dave.
Alexander, it seemed that one or two things started to go on a little bit with Daniel towards the end of the match when he asked for a replay of a call and interrupted the flow of the play. Did that sort of stuff start to bother you?
From what I remember, it was 6-5 in the fourth set, and I think I held that game quite easily. So no, in that case, no, it didn't bother me much. I mean, I held quite easily afterwards. But yeah, it is what it is. For me, it's more disappointing that, you know, at 5-4 in the tiebreak, I didn't serve it out, and I actually lost both points. You know, and actually the 5-all point was just purely unlucky, to be honest. So that is more disappointing to me.
Anyone else? So,
Alexander, where did you feel like the match was starting to change? I mean, you were quite dominant at one stage in the second set. When did you feel it start to switch around?
Yeah, and end of the second set, I started to lose energy. I started to not feel, you know, so fresh anymore. I mean, I am a bit sick. I got a bit sick after the Alcaraz match with a bit of fever and stuff like that. So that obviously didn't help the recovery, and I did play quite a lot. So yeah, just loss of energy a little bit in the end of the second set, and then against him, it's impossible to play when you're not 100% physically, because he's literally someone that really doesn't give you anything. He makes you work for every single point, and then once you kind of can't really do that anymore, it becomes very difficult. And obviously, I was very close the third and fourth set, but I wasn't you know, the same player as I was the first two sets anymore. You know, I was kind of just hanging on. I was not losing my serve, but I felt like in the first two sets I was really on top of his serve a lot, but that kind of went away in the third set.
Has it been more difficult for you to concentrate here, considering the news that came out of Germany right at the start of the tournament?
No. Because I've said it before, anyone who has a semi-decent IQ level understands what's going on. So I hope that most of you guys do. So I'm fine with it.
right. Anyone else? Sam?
The only other time you lost from 2 sets up, of course, was in the US Open final. So does that make it doubly difficult to lose a match like this?
Yeah, frustrating. But for me, it's more frustrating that I didn't feel 100% physically. That is more frustrating to me. It kind of took the chances away, and I was playing well enough. You know, I was playing well enough throughout the whole Australian trip. In a way, I was playing very, very good tennis the whole Australian trip, and you know, it kind of, I lost it because of a physical state, not because of tennis, and that is for me disappointing, because that's probably the first time, or one of the first times in my career that has happened. Yeah, just I've done, you know, but the other thing is I can be also proud of myself, because I did everything I could. I did all the work in the off season. I did all the work here in Australia. I was focused. I was concentrated. But things happen out of my control in a way, you know, and it's not my last chance, hopefully.